Hi, my name is Esai Ponce. I'm a student in CE 300, Professor Dr. Seeger. This is my reflection video. So in my video, I'm gonna be talking about things that I liked about the class and some stuff that I did not like about the class and some criticism or critiques from my part. So I'm gonna start off with what I liked about the class. I really enjoyed Dr. Seeger's lectures. I thought he was a very interesting guy. Um, just the quality of his presentation skills. I thought he was very good. Um, the information learned in the class is not the most interesting, but I do think that Dr. Seeger does do a good job in explaining that information. I also think he's a very good public speaker, which makes me pay attention more in his class. His class is at 4:30, so it's in the evening. By that time, I'm pretty tired, but I don't recall a moment in which I was going to sleep in his class. Just because of how Dr. Seeger managed to maintain my attention because of how good he speaks. I would say that was probably my favorite part of the class is just listening to Dr. Seeger's lectures. Another thing that I also enjoyed about the class were the videos that he sometimes assigned to us. Um, he assigned to us some videos. I don't recall, but I don't recall specific ones. But I do remember that there were some videos in which were actually pretty interesting. I do recall one actually, one in which it was talking about cognitive skills in the workplace. So it basically said um, there's a certain limit to payment in which people will no longer be more efficient after they get that amount of pay, but rather they would prefer more of like honors, I think, or awards. But I did enjoy that video. I think it made sense because I think it's true. People tend to think that at their job, if they get paid more, they will work harder. But I also think there's some jobs that require cognitive skill in which pay won't be the major motive. So that's what I like most about the class, Dr. Seeger and his presentation skills, his lectures, and some of the videos that he shared. What I didn't like about the class was the financial portion. Um, I didn't think it was taught very well. I think that Dr. Seeger should uh, give lectures on actually teaching us to do problems. He shouldn't just give us problems and oh hey do or get with your peers and teach yourself and use peer review. I don't think that's a very efficient way. At least that's not the way I learn. I learn more by examples. And he gave us examples, but he didn't give us any solutions or strategies on how to actually solve them. With that being said, he relied a lot on his TAs to teach us, not to teach us, but to sort of guide us if we need help. The TAs weren't very helpful. Most of the time, they weren't very knowledgeable when it came to the finance questions. So, yeah, I just think Dr. Seeger should improve his method of teaching the finance portion. And I know that this portion is like the largest portion when it comes to the FE. So I would recommend for the class just to overall be a little bit more better structured when it comes to the finance questions. Um, I think that's almost pretty much it that comes to my mind that I didn't like about the class. Overall, it was not an interesting class in my opinion because a lot of the stuff we learned I believe is common sense. But I will say that it was a good class in which it was very laid back. It wasn't very stressful. And of course, like I said, Dr. Seeger's lectures were pretty interesting, so that's good. But just the worst part of the class was just the finance problems. Even right now, I still don't know how to do many of them. I just wasn't taught how to do them. And peer review, in my opinion, is not the best way of learning stuff. So this is my final reflection. Thank you for watching.